Thank you guys so much for staying with us. We're going to have some fun with Della, the CEO of Harmattan Collectibles. He's going to tell us all about his business. We're going to paint some awesome things. So please come with us. Good morning, Della, and thank you for allowing us ambush you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Chifa.
Tell us a bit about Harmattan Collectibles.
So Harmattan Collectibles is a company that basically produces collectible items, souvenirs, keepsakes, memorabilia that promotes Ghana. So basically what we tend to achieve is to make sure that anybody who visits Ghana or is leaving Ghana takes a piece of Ghana away with them to wherever they're going to.
And what inspired you to want to project Ghana in this
So this whole thing was born out of frustration. Why? Because then at some point, anytime I say was traveling into Ghana, you know, at the airports outside, you had very cool stuff to buy and bring along with you, and they were convenient. But then when you're leaving Ghana, going out, some of the stuff really wasn't that good. And also the convenience factor too was a problem. And I kept complaining about it to friends and family. And one day I said, why would you complain? Just do something about it. So I started first with mugs. And it went from mugs to postcards to coasters. And we have quite a wide range of collectibles that we sell now.
Okay, so what are we doing this morning? Because we're going to learn to do something.
So we're going to learn how to paint the mugs so we can hand paint them. You can have
I'm an amateur, so
so I'll give you that one.
Okay.
And I'll use one of my professional paint pens.
Okay.
So you can just draw. It could be just a scene in the village or anything.
What are you drawing right now?
I don't know, but I'm going to end up
I think I'll watch you draw, then I'll get inspiration from you and then do mine. So what are you starting with?
So I'm starting with landscape.
Okay. Okay, I think I can do that. I think I'll do a hat as well.
Yeah, do a hat as well.
Copying the
No problem.
Okay.
You know, artists are all copycats anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
No, some people are born with it.
They're born, but they still copy.
they're getting inspiration.
Yeah.
They're not copying.
Okay.
Whatever you want to call it. When did you get into this art space?
So I've always been an artist. I mean, from my kid days, I've always been fascinated by stuff. And so I go out, I see stuff, I draw them. Like basically anything I saw that I found interesting,
Wow.
I'll draw.
So you're drawing trees
So
now?
yeah, that's a tree by the hut.
Wow. We have a hut.
Yeah, and a tree.
Hold on, slow down first.
Okay.
So we have the last hut and a tree, and then I don't know what this is called yet, but we're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
work in progress.
yeah.
Hold on. So let me see my tree.
Yeah,
you start with
tree,
what?
Yeah. So I started with the ticket, like the leaves.
Okay.
At the top.
So you do
but
the
it depends.
leaves.
Yeah, it depends on where you want to start at. So
I'm just blindly copying you right now. So we'll do.
You're not doing bad.
You're
not doing bad. Everyone is an artist.
You're doing my self-esteem a lot of
no
wonders right now. I think this would be. This looks like a sad tree.
No, it's a big tree.
Okay, we have our tree.
Yes, we have our tree, and then you can add the bush.
My bushes.
Yeah, the bush. Yeah.
Okay, I have my bush now.
Wow,
yay!
that's dope.
Okay, so now we're gonna draw a human being.
Yeah. So
that one should be easy.
Yeah, the stick man.
Okay.
Try your stick man skills.
All right.
Yeah,
We have our stick man.
Yes.
Gonna draw.
So that's, yes.
Kamaru here.
Yeah.
Oh, your stick man is nice. My stick man is dancing.
Yes. So yours is that he has more life in it.
He's doing a little.
Yeah. That's it. So yes, we could go on and on further.
So before you start, do you usually have a picture of what you want to achieve, or as you go on?
Most of the time, I just start, and it just flows.
And what these things I'm drawing, there are people in this world who would actually want to buy them.
So honestly, I just draw what I feel. I don't think too much about who would want to buy them, but I know there's a market out there
for it.
that actually love what I do and appreciate art a lot. And so they are the kind of people I know my art would speak to, and they would, patronize.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah,
What else are we
so-
doing?
Yeah. So we'll draw maybe another hat in the background,
Okay,
just
so
for perspective.
more hats.
Yeah, more hats.
Okay. And how important is it for you that we remain authentic in all that we do? Because I've been looking at your stuff, and
Yeah.
almost everything is made in Ghana.
Because it's part of the agenda to promote Ghana. I think if we're not authentic, then that's lost. It's literally impossible to promote ourselves if everything we're doing doesn't seem authentic. So I think it's very important. I mean, you look at the Chinese and you look at how much they invest in promoting their culture and their way of life and art. So we can emulate that. That would put us one day on the pedestal and make people appreciate us more.
Yeah. And I was looking at some of your postcards.
Yes.
Almost everything is inspired by one town or one community or the other in Ghana. Can you tell us a bit about that?
So I'll be very honest with you. Growing up, I didn't know we had very beautiful locations, like tourist locations in Ghana.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know this, apart from my father's village, of course. But when I grew up and started traveling around Ghana, then I realized that I didn't need to get a plane ticket to go to the Maldives or to go to the Alps, the Swiss Alps, to have that kind of experience. But we have all these things here from the north to the south. So they're very beautiful places. All these places, basically. The good thing about postcards are postcards, first of all, would inform people about these destinations, and also those who visit these destinations buy postcards to keep those memories. So they take these postcards back with them, they keep them in their homes, and every now and then they can just, it reminds them of where they've been and the kind of experiences they had in the come back, or give them that feeling of, returning to have a more better experience, or probably get the same experience that they had previously. So that's the magic with these postcards, and the feedback has been awesome. Like, you have people walking to the shop and saying, "Oh yeah, I've been to this place, I've been to that place." Let me grab it.
I love it. And I've been to so many different places in the country, and before I go there, I'm thinking I'm gonna go and buy something when I arrive. But there's absolutely nothing there. What do you think it would take for us to get to a point where perhaps some of your postcards will be at all these tourist locations, so people can actually take a bit of the place with them?
Well, we don't have the capacity now, but I think ideally it would be good if all these locations have like shops, souvenir shops there, and I mean good souvenir shops with amazing stuff. So when people go there, it's not just about visiting the place, but carrying
a bit
part of the soul of the place with them.
Yeah.
You're able to tell someone's character, even in the way they painted their strokes. Yes, you're bold, you're confident.
How?
It's there in the strokes.
Oh, no. Okay,
mine,
what are we
mine
saying
are more
about
faint, like this more faint, this more.
No, I just didn't know how to do the
No,
faint.
that's
I can't come and kill
that's
myself. So tell us about this.
So this is
more
one.
detailed
Yeah, this is one.
than
Yeah,
what
so this
we've
is
done.
another village scene that I have here.
How long did it take you to do this one?
Oh, it would take me probably 10 minutes, 15
Really?
the most. Yeah.
This looks like something that will take an hour
Practice
or two.
makes one perfect.
Perfect practice.
Yeah. So basically, it's just practicing over the time, over the
Wow.
period. Yeah.
What did you start with? Was it the hat again?
I start with the base, which is
base.
the land, just the landscape,
Okay.
and then it moves from there to like the trees and having see the mountain in the background and the clouds. This I didn't put some birds in there, but for some I'll put some birds in the sky and probably have the sun also drawn and that sort of thing.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a typical scene you probably see somewhere within the savannah area, which is peaceful. So if you've been somewhere like that, you have this, it would quickly take your mind back to
Yeah.
experience you had.
I mean, it reminds me of the north, but then tell us a bit
Yeah.
about this at the
So
top.
those, normally I try to put in some motifs. I call them motifs or patterns,
Okay.
basically, just to add up to the whole design thing. What basically these lines do, they have motion in them. So there's an effect basically on the psychology of the human
person.
mind. Yeah, I mean the eye translates them, takes them into the brain, and so it makes the thing more, I'll say, hyped up in terms of like having those lines. It makes it more interesting. So there's movement actually in the work, because this is static. Like the village scene is a static scene, but then you seeing the lines and the movements, fusing them with what you see now, adds more life to what you have on the mug.
And at what point do you know that, okay, this is done, I'm not going to touch this and do anything else to it?
When it gets there, I somehow feel it. Yeah, that it's okay. Don't add anything
more
to
to
it.
it.
Otherwise, yeah, because there have been instances where I've overdone it and I'd have to just erase everything and
You're
then
kidding.
do it again. Yeah.
And how do you feel when you have to do the whole thing again?
Oh, it's not a bad feeling because you sort of want to perfect your because at the end of the day, whoever buys it doesn't see how much you put into it, but they just appreciate it for what it is and what it represents to them, how they feel about it, and so yeah.
Wow. Now let's look at the coasters.
Yes.
What are the inspirations behind them?
So I was trying to I was trying to look for coasters, Ghanaian coasters. I saw some, but they weren't properly done. And like I said, previously I would have been frustrated and complained about it, but quickly I just went and said, look, let me design some coasters, really cool coasters that people could carry or have in their homes and their shops. And I said, let me do some pieces. I did them. I was contemplating on what to use, what not to use, how they were going to react to water and all that stuff. And we arrived at this.
Wow.
You know, yeah.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this is just a few months ago. This
wow.
probably one of our latest products or ventures. Yeah.
And for the postcards as well, I see some of them have like really abstract type paintings.
Yes. So it's you know, we're such a colorful people.
Yeah.
When you go to places like Makola and the rest, you look at the different types of fabrics people wear, the different types of colors, and it's diverse, as you know, it's dynamic and it's beautiful. And that's just who we are, you know, as a people. So sometimes instead of just having a scene of a particular place, you want to also project that diversity and the art pieces, which is what we did with this very postcard. That, I mean, you also carry that same, you know, feeling and message.
It's crazy. Now let's look at that mug.
Yes.
It's a story behind it.
There's a story behind it. So there's the Independence Arch, which is a very prominent structure here in Accra. And behind we have we normally write some funny, witty stuff in this. So this one says, a tough and imposing hottie made in March. Wonder why they call her Arch.
Oh. So who came up with this?
I did.
Wow.
So we have them for all the mugs. We have them for all the mugs, yes, that we...
So there's always something...
Yeah, and people love them.
Yeah.
Funny enough, like sometimes when people walk into the shopping space and they
read it.
They come, they see the mug, first they see the picture, it's like, oh, okay, this mug, and then they turn it around, they're like, oh, this is cute, you know.
That's what we really mean.
Yes, and that really gets them. I think the words really get them because of what they represent and how it feels.
Now, there's been conversations about buy made in Ghana for a couple of years now, but in that advocacy, how important is it to also make sure that people get the best of Ghana and really get something that they're buying because they like it and not necessarily because they want to support a local business?
Yeah. So it's, I think the quality control plays an important role in that sense. Because it's not just churning out beautiful things, but then you're thinking of durability. You know, people want to hold on to these things. I've had situations where I've seen postcards from the 30s, from the 20s, even from the early 1900s. And these things are still there, well preserved. And some of these things are passed on from generation to generation. And so it's very important that in producing these things, we look into that as well. And it's something that I pursue, vigorously.
So where do we follow you on social media in case someone wants to get some of your amazing pieces?
So you can follow us Harmattan. So HARMATTANCO. That's the social media handle. And we have a website, harmattanco.com. Yes.
And if people outside Ghana want to order as well, is that an option available?
Yes, so you can order on our website, we ship to any part of the world. Yeah, you can literally, you can order for anything and we'll ship it to you.
Thank you so much, Della, for
You're welcome,
welcoming us into your studios and
Thank you.
teaching us amateurs how to, be creative. If you're stuck at home with your kids, you can pick a mug and get a marker and do something beautiful. As Della says, everybody's an artist, but if you want a professionally done ones too, you can come to and get one for yourself or find them on social media.